Hi, today I'm going to show you how useful Claude can be if you're using it in conjunction with Coursebox as a Chrome browser extension. So up the top right, you'll see I can click to access my Claude extension because I've pre-installed it. Let's say I've decided that I would like to not just create one course today using Coursebox, but I want to create a suite of courses and wrap those up with a badge, with points, so that learners can gamify their experience somewhat. Create an onboarding course for my Coursebox staff in 3 modules. The first, create a general onboarding. Then the second, research the user manual I'll give the user manual and create a course on that. And finally, one about, let's say, ISO security. Research first and then create each course. Finally, publish as private and hidden, and then enroll into a badge with 1,000 points. Also bonus 100 points per course. So let's say I want to do that. So I can create this sequence and then let's get to work. Now the way that the Claude extension works is by default, it will ask you before acting. It's a bit more dangerous if you just let it go crazy. So it's going to confirm the things it's going to do, and then what it's going to do is take over and act as me in the browser. This doesn't work just for Coursebox. This will work for anything that you're logged into, let's say, within your Chrome browser. But this is a really good hack, and it also shows the direction where we're going. So we've just launched Coursebox 2.0. This is the future in some respects of where we're going with 3.0, that it's a holistic AI native engine for doing anything whatsoever with courses, whether that's publishing into your LMS, whether it's using an API to connect to a legacy LMS and pull in that data, or to build out an AI chatbot that's separate, standalone, but you can instruct our AI to build the connectors, to use connectors just like you do with Claude, and that more holistic way of not just creating a course in isolation, but creating a sequence of course boxes that you can create as a pathway with badging and certificates and points, and then ask Coursebox, our AI, to go into the back end to build out automations through the reporting, the analytics. Where are the skill gaps for your workforce? Can you build courses automatically? So automations, and that's all the sort of stuff we're looking into. So at the moment, it's following my instructions, and then we're going to start seeing it interacting within the page. Of course, if I hadn't asked it to do a bit of research first and just to get on with it, that's what we'd be seeing. Aha, now we can see the mouse cursor on the screen. So it's acting as an extension of me, effectively. And you'll see it's decided to go to the AI authoring step in Coursebox to create the first course. It's creating a prompt for that first onboarding staff course. And this is all hands-free. I don't have to do any of this. I've given it the instructions. Now Claude is acting on my behalf to build out this pathway sequence with points and badges. And let's see how it goes. And of course, I could interrupt it. I could give it additional information, like I really want you to use the Coursebox AI video creation tool. I want you to create an avatar. You choose the face of the avatar, or I'll upload one and use this, the voice, make some decisions around that for the courses, and then build out a video module using the AI avatar. So there's a lot of different things you can get it to do. Also, you could really force it to push Coursebox as far as you want it to from a research point of view, and make sure that it provides referencing on each page. And again, this is the sort of thing we're thinking about at Coursebox. We're building in the next month or so ahead a much deeper set of settings options. In Claude, we we work with skills, right? With Coursebox, we're going to have course types. So you won't have to always just build an e-learning. You'll be able to, let's say, create a one-off video asset, or a lot of people are asking us for a PowerPoint, which is interesting. And that makes sense because it's a standard way of presenting in class and people are used to that on a horizontal format screen. But what's really nice about this extension at the moment is, yeah, it's just a hands-off way of interacting with Coursebox to get the courses I need even more rapidly, right? So it's pretty exciting. You can just see what it's doing. It's just following all my instructions. So I could just go and get a cup of tea or set this up. I mean, here's a challenge for you. Let's say you're an academic and you want to build your own MBA program. Okay, do this. Go into Coursebox. Build out your scaffolding, ask it to do the research, upload your documentation, build out a sequence of 12 modules that are delivered over 2 years for a particular university. I mean, that's right at the high end, right? It's definitely worth a try. Or do something smaller, like a 12-week accelerator program for startups. If we're thinking about inside the workforce, what could you do? You could do what I'm doing here, internal training on security, onboarding. You can automate all of that for new starters. What about skill gaps analysis? We can imagine what you can do in here. And you could say, look, staff number X, here's their name, here's their LinkedIn profile, here's their resume, here's their background, here's all the stuff they're struggling with. Build a course specific to this staff member to address their gaps. Break their brain, really push hard into what can you do with Coursebox AI scenarios? What can you do with quizzes? What can you do with AI assignments and AI grading and all of those features that we have available? Make it as interactive as you can. Can you find some YouTube videos on the net that are useful? Put those into the course, embed it. In fact, once you've done a first pass of building a course with Coursebox, go back in, review the whole thing from a user experience, from a learner experience, compare that against the parameters, the inputs I've given you. Is this the course that's really going to meet the needs of my staff member? Personalize it further. So we build our AI tutors. Is that the right tutor? Have we given enough information? Test that. So you can really do a lot with this feature. And if you've got any questions, just comment underneath or try out Coursebox today. Install the Chrome extension for Claude and let us know how you go. Thanks very much.